Hey, what's up guys? Joseph Sikora here from Creative Piano Academy, and this is part 2 of our 3-part series of real-time lessons, and we're going to learn a piece of music from scratch. Check it out. So part 2 is all about the left hand, and I think this is enough of an intro. Yeah, I'm done. Let's get going. Oh, if you haven't seen part 1 yet, then do check out part 1 and subscribe to the channel. Welcome to part 2. Hopefully you've gone through part 1. If you haven't done, then make sure you check part 1 out and get that right hand nailed. Now this video is all about the left hand. And remember, this is a real-time piano lesson, so get it up on your iPad, stick it up by your piano and follow along with me in real time until you get really used to it, okay? So hopefully I'm going to structure it so that you can actually keep up and you can learn as we go. So let's see how we get on. We're going to take this nice and slow. This is actually quite advanced. I don't want to overwhelm you, okay? So if you're finding this really difficult, then, you know, just check out some of my other videos before you come back to this, and then when you're ready, tackle this, okay? I don't want you pulling your hair out and, you know, getting really depressed over it. So let's get going. Remember from video 1, this is what we're aiming for. Okay, so your left hand, as you can tell, there's quite a bit of movement there. So let's break this down and we'll start right from the beginning. The position we're interested in is the octave below middle C. So I want you to put your little finger, your 5th finger onto the C, below middle C, and your 2nd finger onto the G, and your 1st finger onto the top C, middle C, like this. Okay? So remember before when I counted you in, we went 4 and in, like that. So to start with, we're in this C position. We're going to nail this C first. We want to go 4 and C, okay? So and again, 4 and C, okay? Now 4 and C and, okay? So your next note's a G, 4 and C, G, okay? So have a go. We'll count this in. 4 and C, G, okay? And remember, same as in the right hand, you want to be really nice and relaxed. Your shoulder wants to be relaxed. Your arm wants to come down. Your wrist wants to sort of hang, okay? You don't want to be like this, you know, playing like that, you know, like a spider. We don't want that. We want it nicely hanging over the top. And it wants to, the power kind of like when you strike these keys, it wants to come from the fingers. So I'll count you in. Remember, we've got the C and the G. So 4 and C, G. All right, the next note's the top C. So let's put that in. 4 and C, G, C. Okay. I'm actually holding these keys down. You don't need to do that for now. Let's just try this again. 4 and 1 and 2. Okay, your next note's a G here. So 1 and 2 and. Okay, and again, 4 and 1 and 2 and. Okay, so this is now where things get really interesting, okay? You need to get used to this position, these 4 notes. Now what happens, our thumb wants to move, our first finger wants to move to the D and then the E. It does a funny little hop, funny little jump thing here. Now, whilst it's not absolutely necessary, I want you to bear in mind, look what's happening. My thumb is moving to the D, but my first finger's staying here, okay? In this particular instance, it's not necessary for you to keep it there, but I want you to. I want you to get into the habit, because this note is really important in that C chord position. And when you get used to playing your own music and when you get used to playing in particular keys, it's just good practice to have that still on that G so that you could play it if you wanted to. We're just not doing in this situation, but bear in mind, I want you to do that, okay? So watch here. Now, D, E. When I jump up, you see what I'm doing here? My wrist is turning slightly, so my first finger can stay on that G, and I'm going D, E, like this. My elbow's coming in a tiny bit. It's not like I'm going like this and squashing it in. But if you just watch again. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and that's it. That's our first chord, okay? So we'll try this again. I'll count you in. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay? Once more. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay. So once you get used to that C position, we want to move to a different position. We want to move to the G position. But just so you can hear how that sounds when it's sped up, okay, especially when we put the pedal down, okay? You can try this, put the pedal down. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay? Sped up. Really nice. You got that really nice sort of suspension chord going on there. Okay, so once you get used to that C position, we want to move it down to a G position, okay? And so this is the C again. Okay, so from here, after that, we're going to move our left hand down to the G position. And good news is it starts out exactly the same as the C position. So you want your little finger on the G, your little finger. You want your second finger, on the D, and you want your first finger on the G. And just like in the C, to start with, we're going G, D, G, D, like this, okay? So I'll count you in, let's see if we can do it. 4 and 1 and 2 and. Okay, and again. 4 and 1 and 2 and. Now, this is why in the C position, I told you I wanted you to see if you can practice that stretch, yeah? Because here, this is where it becomes quite, you've got a big stretch to come in. I'm going to show you it this way first, okay? This is quite a hard way. I'll consider this quite advanced, quite hard, but we're all about challenging ourselves here at Creative Piano Academy, okay? This is what I want you to do. I want you to really push your comfort zones a bit. But if you are finding this too hard, then rest assured, I will give you an easier way to do it afterwards, but give this a go first, see how you get on. From this G position, so once you end up with that D there, the thumb here wants to come all the way up to this C, okay? But you want to keep this second finger, on the D. Boom, there, look. So notice how I'm twisting a little bit. I'm turning my wrist. My wrist is relaxed. It's still got this nice arc. My elbow's coming in slightly, okay? But it's not ridiculous. It's not pushing in. So I'll just play this again. Look, watch. Nice and relaxed up to the C. And you want to play that C. And then you want to play the D again. Okay? So let's try that. I'll play it for you first. 1, 2, 3. So I'll count you in. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay? And again. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay? One last time. 4, a little bit faster. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay? I nearly played the last one there. But as you can just tell, I've just done. From that C, we're going to move this thumb down to the B. Okay? And that's it. That's the G position. So. That's what we want. So let me count you in. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? I actually put the pedal down there because I can't help it. It just sounds so good. But try it without first. 4, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? Hover on that B. And again, one last time. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? Hopefully you've managed that. Now, the easier way to do it, you can practice this on, I'm not going to go over this in real time, but if you're finding that too hard, then what you could do is just like in the C, Okay, like that. Just do a very similar thing in the G. So here, like that. So instead of going bum, bum, the similar kind of pattern, but we're going A instead of the C. So you haven't got that bigger stretch, and then hover on the B again, okay? It sounds equally as nice, actually. I just wanted to give you a challenge. Anyway, so those two chords together, we get this. Okay. Now, the A position. So you've done the C position, you've done the G position. We're doing the A minor position, and this is exactly the same as the C. Okay. So with the A minor position, we're starting off on the A. E, A, E, okay? Same fingering as well. So finger 5, 2, 1, 2. All right? So I'll count you in. 4 and 1 and 2 and, okay? Now, remember on the C, we went, on the C position, we went D, E. This time we're going to go B, C, okay? So I'll play it for you first. You shouldn't have much trouble doing this because we've just done it on the C. So I'll play it for you and then I'll count you in a few times and we'll see if we can play it together. So here we go. And again. Okay, so let me count you in. We'll play it a little bit slower together. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay, you see how the thumb jumps up. And again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, right, so let's see if we can put all that together. I'll count you in, okay, and we'll take each chord separately. We're going to try and put it all together at the end, but we'll play each chord separately. So 1, I'll count you in, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, yeah, you got that? Then down to the G, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? Now we're going to move on to the A here. Okay, so I'll count you in. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? And now the F chord is it's exactly the same actually as the easier option of the G chord that I've just shown you. So when we get to the F chord, hopefully you're getting used to this by now. If you notice, it's very similar. All the patterns are very similar. Once you've got it in one chord, you're kind of changing it and adapting it a little bit, but it's a similar kind of principle and we're just moving it around. So when we get to the F, we want to try F, C, F, C. It starts exactly the same again. So I'll count you in for this. So we want our little finger on the F, second finger on the C, thumb on the top F. Okay, so get into that position. And when you're ready, 4 and F, C, F, C. Okay, and again, 4 and 1 and 2 and. Okay. All right, so after this, we want to play a G with our thumb. So this is where we move up again, like this, and then another C afterwards. All right, so I'll play it for you. Okay, so let me count you in. Let's see if we can try that. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, so let's do this again. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. And then we're going to end with the A. Okay, and then we'll let the A hang. And that's it. That's the whole sequence. So let's count you in for the F chord a few more times. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, and again. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so that's all 4 chords, and that's all the left hand. So what we need to do now is try and get that nice and smooth. And, you know, a lot of you are going to be at different ability levels, and you might find this very difficult, or you might find it easy depending on whereabouts you are. Now that you've got that, it's up to you to practice it, but we'll give it a go, and we'll go right from the beginning, and we'll take it a really nice steady speed. And just like in the right hand, when I started off slowly and sped up, we'll do it in the left hand. I'll start slowly and we'll start speeding that up. I don't know whether you heard that, but my dog started barking like crazy. Anyway, from the beginning, we'll take this really nice and slowly, and we'll try and piece all those chords together, okay? So please don't worry if you're not able to keep up. You know, just keep practicing. You've got all the chords now. Now it's up to you in your own time to try and piece that together, but let's give it a go. So we're going to start in the C position. We'll take this really nice and slow. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4 and, okay? And again, let's try and speed this up a little bit. 4 and, in fact, what I'll do is I'll keep this going in a loop, okay? And I'll slowly start speeding it up. 1, so 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and again, 4, my mistake, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4 and put the pedal down. 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Might have messed up a little bit at the end, but that's a few times round, and we just about got to a really nice, comfortable speed there. But you need to practice that, see how you get on with it. And in part 3, we're going to try and put the left hand together with the right. If you're struggling with that sustain pedal, then do check out my video that goes over exactly how to use that sustain pedal, you know, exactly when to lift it up and put it down again. It can be quite tricky to get used to start with, but check that out and you'll know exactly what to do. So hopefully that's given you loads to be getting on with, and let's see if we can complete this by putting the left hand together with the right in part 3. So I hope you managed to keep up with this video, part 2, and that left hand. Part 3, we're going to look at putting the hands together. But how are these lessons for you? You know, this is an experiment, so leave me a comment down below. Let me know if I'm going too fast, too slow. Go to creativepianoacademy.com for my latest premium resource on learning the piano. At the time of this video, it's the best adult practice plan, so you know exactly how and what to practice. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in part 3.